give a huge round of applause to Mr. Ralf Behn. All right, so please join me in giving all-stars welcome to Mr. Ralf.
Thank you very much for coming, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I want to say, from heart of heart, I want to say thank you that you would share that very special moment with me.
My goal is to make health and fitness and a holistic lifestyle cool and funky. Because now it has become.
So no, what I wanted to ask you
is
I want to commit to this. Like I want to, you know.
Oh, fantastic!
Good. So yeah. Can you? Because I don't want to break the rules, but I want to see how far I can bend it with the fruit and veggies.
Yeah.
So with I like steaming my vegetables. So.
And people living a healthy lifestyle actually have become more the exotic exception. When people find out on a party I'm not drinking, I'm the star of the party. People, why is that, mate? You know, you're right. You know, come here. You know, have one with me and have one for mom and one for dad. You know, the stuff. And they want to make sure I'm drinking as well. Same with drugs. If that stuff goes on, you know, you're gonna. Thanks, you know, I'm cool and fine, you know. And it's shocking. People want to suck you into their unhealthy lifestyle habits. You know, it's a kind of tall puppy syndrome. When people actually don't want you to be different, successful, vibrant, healthy, you know, and so on. Because I use it as well as a weapon sometimes, like this, to be ready. Yeah, so, very.
So when you're saying, you're saying like with the oil, you can still have it, but have it in moderation?
You're doing the video?
Yeah. You slide it here. You see? And you get that meat. Oh, wow. You see that? Oh. I quickly come around and show you. You might have not seen it, never, ever. That is nature's goodness. Okay? You should have every day.
Ralf, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. I'm excellent actually, because it's a wonderful day. So welcome to Mission X, to our very first Mission X Uni Club event. And yeah, let's have fun together.
Okay. That's why we have 95% Chiefs. Running in the herd, and only 5 are the leaders running in the other direction. We kind of try to stick to it for 2 weeks, yeah? We actually founded a health and fitness club at UTS around the corner, and Pavel was attending some of them, and we had a lot of fun. One of the biggest, that was 4 years ago, one of the biggest challenges, and now listen up guys, make sure you see it, was actually working with young people. That I had a policy, no alcohol, no drugs, no cigarettes, no dodgy fast food. That's all.
Can you tell us what Mission X is all about?
Yes, Mission X is all about health and fitness, educating people, helps them to make better choices, and yeah, guides them basically to have fun and make health and fitness and obviously a vegan diet cool and fun, yeah.
We are now so attached to our crutches, coffee, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is. We live on food and veggies, predominantly raw, so we try stuff like that. So we had a massive raw food buffet with juices, smoothies, salads, fruit salads, so delicious.
Can you explain what today's event is about, the Dragon Boat Race?
Yes, the Dragon Boat Race is the very first Mission X Uni Club event. We're going to have every month some kind of adventure events like this. And the reason being is to bring all the people, young people and middle-aged people, basically all age groups together to have fun, to be active, which is a very important part of the whole lifestyle thing, because we see it in a holistic way. So it's not only the diet, it's as well the lifestyle has to be active, you know, fresh air and sunshine. All the things are so important to us, and we want to help people to make better choices in the longer run, to have a happy and long life.
Drinking bouts, I'm not kidding you, this is a true story. We have massive drinking bouts, so join our club, because what we do is drinking. And that's really what they do. They catch up and get hammered. The best option for roasting and cooking or frying or stuff would be coconut oil.
Oh wow.
Coconut oil is the best option by far, because it doesn't change the structure if you heat it.
Wow.
Remember when coconut oil gets in a cold room, it is solid. If it is like 25 degrees room temperature, you have a liquid oil. So that's a stable oil, and it doesn't change the structure when you cook or fry with it. So that would be the best, because all the other oils, when you cook with them, they do change the structure and they do a bit of harm in our system. They cause inflammation, inflammatory problems, and a lot more. They actually, one of the major reasons for heart disease, if you cook or fry with sunflower oil, canola oil, and even if you cook with olive oil, there are some issues. Even it's the best out of them, still the best, but it still does change the structure, and it's not good for you if you heat it. It's good for you if you have it in a raw state, like, you know, you put on the salad. Yes, my friend?
60, 70. Your shirt really looks good. I heard that you're a raw vegan. Can you explain why you made a switch to the raw vegan diet?
Yes, obviously the raw vegan diet is kind of the best diet on the planet, because that's what we actually made for. Our genetic imprint is a raw vegan diet. That's how we have lived millions of years until we started cooking and using all this artificial food, which obviously now makes people very sick and fat in the longer run. Yeah.
When you say jog or walk, could it be like a swim?
Yeah.
Or
Jogging would be the best. Swimming, cycling, everything is fine. I just want to get you out to do something in the morning, walking, running, swimming, cycling, anything kind of to get your body moving, because after you have had a liter of water, you feel awesome. Then you go, or maybe you have the bottle on you, and you drink and you walk and run, so you can save some time. Yeah, we all have to be time conscious, you know, because we live in a busy world. Is there my weapon here? Any questions? No. Okay. Okay. Now, then we go for you know, a little walk, and after that we have as much as we can, as much as we feel like, fruit and veggies, because you can't overeat on them. You can't get fat on them. You can't get, you know, there's no way I can even eat 10 kilos. I might have enough after some time, because I just, you know, too much is too much. But you can't get fat. So if your calories come from fruit and veg, fantastic. You're going to be slim and lean and sexy for the rest of your life. Who wants to have that?
The rest, if you want to be beautiful, if not, you don't have to. But I think most of you want to be. I know. You just put it for your skin. It cools you down. It makes you look so sexy.
Make it shiny.
So, I want to share with you. How do we do the fantastic?
It's 5,000. But yeah. Oh, he's. No, it's 5,000 people every single day. That's the equivalent of, you know, 100 jumbo jets getting shot down the sky every single day. So if we hear a story on the radio or whatever, you know, airplane crash, you know, that shocks us for a couple of days. It's, oh, you know, these people are dead. And that is very sad. But who cares about those people die every day of those diseases? Degenerative diseases are actually preventable. To 99%, guys.
This is worse than 5.
Yes.
The most common myth associated with a vegan diet is the health misconceptions, such as lack of proteins, nutrients, and energy. Can you please comment on this?
Okay, if you live on a raw vegan diet or even in a vegan diet, your energy level is so much higher than the average person, because obviously you not need so much energy to digest your food, because obviously it just works the way how nature has designed us. And protein is even more in green leafy vegetables, and there is protein in fruit, and all vegetables there is protein. It's more like, really, as you said before, a protein myth. People are so concerned about protein, and it's not even a concern, because you get even better protein on a plant-based diet, which is much easier to digest and to assimilate.
Yes, you do it as well if you do what your parents did. The silly things they did themselves, then of course you might have a higher chance to get it as well. Yeah, awesome!
That's great. Now go there, you click on exercise, there's 5-minute workout, 1-minute workout. You know, in the meantime, coming back to food and veggies. So who can do that? 2 weeks. All your hands up. Yeah. Oh. Now both hands up. Get on your feet and jump. Go on. High five. High five. And then I can do it. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Mate, high five. He's the only one who's still alive. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Hang on. That's actually was a lot of stuff here. Apples, oranges. One more. Nice one. Thanks, man. So one is exactly 2.5. Now.
Green smoothies. Now. Before we start, I would like to get from every single person hands up if we're gonna go for green smoothies for at least 2 weeks. Hands up. Green smoothies. That's all. Easy peasy and easy. That was easy. Right? Now I do a slow one, you know, like slow motion, so you can watch me. I do a quick one, so you can see how quick it goes in the morning. It's less than 30 seconds. And if anybody tells me now, you don't have 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes for jumping jacks, you know, remember that. And then you do a smoothie for 30 seconds, you take a shower, you run, all the thing is 5 minutes, and you have done something awesome for yourself.
People sort of hesitate when they hear the word vegetarian or vegan. They don't want to give it a go because of the lack of information out there. They don't know what or where to buy vegan food. What are your thoughts on this?
Yes, of course, it's exactly right. It's, I think it's more a lack of education and a misleading by the media. And as we all know, the funding's coming from the meat industry, from the dairy industry. They, you know, their products are subsidized by our governments. And there's obviously a big interest in buying their products. That's why you see much more advertisement for meat and dairy and all other stuff than for vegetables and fruit. It's about, they spend millions and billions of dollars in advertisement, and only about 2% of that is maybe for fruit and vegetables.
Yeah. So now, easy too? Very easy.
Yes.
Both thumbs up, yeah?
Yeah.
Give Mikey a big hand!
Can I get a guess? Heart disease is 1 out of 2. So 1 out of 2 dies of heart disease. 1 out of 2 or 3, depending on the country, dies of cancer. So those 2 diseases alone rotting pretty much out the whole human race to 80–90%. You see, I do like smoothie presentation. You can do it another day as well. That's life. That's life, you know. Posting number 100 years ago, 1908, 1910. 1 out of 500.
10,000.
Yeah. 1 out of 8,000. Thanks, man. Yeah, of course. No, he's good. No, he's right on the money. Like avocados. Avocados. Thanks, man. So, 1 out of 8,000 guys. And now, in just 100 years, we went down to 1 in 3. I mean, honestly. And people still think that is all kind of done to us. It's kind of that we have no choice. It's a mystery. Sickness is a mystery. It's all, you know. And then of course we have mystery people President White, you know, we got to them later on. They tell you it's a mystery. They make sure you believe it's a mystery. Right? Guys, I have it here.
Can't speak. So, and fruit and veggies, we obviously try to, you know, stick to that as much as we can. If you struggle a little bit, push through it, you know. That's why the Hour of Truth, Mikey has done it. It strengthens your mind, and for 2 weeks, because I've been doing it for so long, and I'm still, you know. Can you do it?
Yes!
Yes! Get up and high five your partner.
Yeah!
I don't think I took the 3rd grade twice for nothing. So
It's the same time because I'm busy as well, doing things, doing stuff, presentation, training, teaching, coaching, office back and forward, all day long, and I was thinking, oh, geez, you know, is that life?
Can you tell us why a vegan diet is vital in saving our planet, our health, and the lives of billions of animals?
Of course. Saving the animals is a very important point as well. You know, they just like us beings on the planet, and we have no right to kill or slaughter them. Regards to the environment, it's a disaster. What happens now that we have so many animal factories, or you can even call them concentration camps, because that's actually what they do to the animals over there. And the effects for the environment are just impossible, what happens right now. So it's a very good move to go towards to a vegan or vegetarian or vegan lifestyle, because you save the animals, you save the planet, and you save your own life, because that's what makes you vital and happy.
And I read so many books on the topic of health and lifestyle, and there's such a massive misconception out there. But the truth obviously is a little bit different. And I know how you feel when you don't know what to do, because one guy says that, and the other one says that, and the hairdresser says that, and you know the waiter says something else, and you're actually totally confused what to do now. And when I was researching for that book, I obviously was starting to read even more, you know, and I know how you feel, because I've been there myself. It's just totally confusing. One guy says completely the opposite of the other, and both of them are health gurus, whoever they call themselves. So yeah, my approach to health is a holistic lifestyle, which includes much more than just healthy eating and fitness. It is much more. It's some people that are so hang up on a diet, or like some fitness freaks, and that's all cool. I'm one myself, you know. I've been an athlete since I'm 7. But I think it's so important that you will see the whole picture, and many people really miss that point, and that's why they're still unhappy and kind of unhealthy, even if they fit or live on a raw diet, or you know, of course that is probably the Mercedes of all the diets, because you just eat unprocessed food.
That is the food of tigers. Tigers eat durian, that's why it's so strong. And I was actually hiding the secret for you, but now it's time to release it. Durian is so good for you. Okay? You see that?
It's like egg.
So pass it through and then later on we share, okay?
So if you think that could be something for you, to ease your way into a lifestyle based on the laws of nature, because if we break the laws of nature, nature eventually breaks us. And that's why we have such a massive amount of sick people, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, the list goes on and on and on. And about 50 years ago or 100 years ago, that wasn't even on the list. So, yeah, Buddha was once asked if he could sum up his wisdom, all his knowledge and his experience in just one sentence. And what do you think that was, guys? Any idea? Or maybe even in just one word. You know what he said? Now. And it's now time to change and to look after yourself and embrace the laws of self-care and self-education, which means you look after yourself and not let a doctor do it. you know. There's nothing wrong with a doctor, but in the end, they are for accidents, you know, for really serious stuff, not because, you know, you have some little issues there and there, and you pretty much exist instead of living. And there's so much more to learn, but obviously we're running out of time, and I know, so I'm going to make it short. I could probably just keep going, rolling on you for hours and hours, because that's my passion, and that's why, where's the book actually? Here. Here it is. It is quite heavy, 40 pages. Breathtaking wisdom. And I'm not saying that I'm that smart, of course. I just wrote in my introduction that nothing in here I have invented, or, you know, of course I learned it from my mentors, from books and seminars. But my intention was to put it together. Sorry guys, it's just a funny microphone. I put it together in a way, I hope I did a good job, in an entertaining, easy to understand way to show you health and fitness and holistic lifestyle. It doesn't have to be boring or painful, or, you know, most people have such a fear to change their diet. It's now easier to change a person's religion than their diet. That's how far it has come, guys, you know. But yeah, so take a look later on. And obviously, Brent maybe is going to say some words later on about the book. It is a true masterpiece.
Is the vegan diet the new cool diet, the trend of today's society?
It definitely is a new cool trend, and more people are moving towards that, that direction, because they notice that it is the best lifestyle. It's not clogging up your arteries, what happens when you eat so much meat and dairy products. You know, topics like cancer, heart disease, diabetes are not even coming up if you live on a healthy vegan diet, on a low-fat vegan diet especially. And yeah, definitely it will give you so much more energy and a long and happy life. That's for sure.
Thank you for your time today.
Heart of heart, I can just, not because I've written it, highly recommend it to your friends, to yourself as a Christmas gift. It has, in probably one of the biggest, how can I say, how it's different to most other books, because there are millions of health books on the market already. This one is kind of covering a holistic lifestyle, so whole package. And it has 3 parts. So I structured the book in showing the misery. That's easy because we all can see it ourselves, you know, our parents or relatives or friends, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, so that's the easy one. Then I show you, or I take you through why that is, the reason for the misery. And that is something where people have already no clue anymore, because there are some information on the market, some massive marketing-induced information, misleading information, and they obviously do their own toll, okay? So, and the last part is showing you the solution. So I just take your hand and walk you through what you can do easy. No money, no supplements, no pills, or any kind of stuff, you know, people try to sell you. You can do it all just by living healthy by the law of nature. So, having said that, my dear friend Brent, thank you very much for your part.